fall into my depths, Caucasian woman.
Speaking of,
know that you have lost, Caucasian woman.
Speaking of,
woman for the Cossacks,
Caucasian,
into the mountain of Caucasus you shall return.
Speaking of,
yes, that is
humiliated and defeated.
You and all of the rest of the potato-colored gang can go back home.
Speaking of caucus,
Hi,
all
everybody. Of the gentrifying Jerrys and all of the Ku Klux Karens back to the banishment.
The mayonnaise foundation has henceforth been burned.
AKA the planet where Alien 3 happened.
Taken down.
Speaking of caucus, hey guys, we're here to talk about Aliens 3, a movie where Charles Dutton was apparently the only black man on the set of this movie because they just decided, hey. Actually, you know what's funny? Aliens is technically a black movie because we had 3 black people in that movie.
Hey, Chris, don't do that Duffy rule because that doesn't work, okay?
It's a Duffy rule.
Don't do the Duffy rule.
I really don't want to do it. No, I really do not want to do the Duffy rule.
Don't you bring down one of the greatest black people that had a white wife.
No, I honest to God mean that. No, I seriously mean that, Chris. Do not bring the Duffy rule. I'm just. This is not. No, and I say this because this is not the movie.
Oh no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not serious on that.
This was a pretty.
But Chris, as you know, this falls into the usual space rule that is that we can only have so many niggas in space.
Well,
no. Here's the funny thing that you said. Here's the funny thing about that. I mean, NIGE. I mean, the Hardy are too. I mean, they put a lot of emphasis on that.
I'm gonna say this.
I don't know who wrote the book. I think Kubrick did it.
If we had our boy in Alien as like the premier black actor, I like that. Yaphet Kotto.
Yeah.
I like that the fact that David Fincher was like, you know what? If I need a black actor, get Charles Dutton, because let's be real, Charles Dutton was that black dude that you need to do some acting.
But this is my question. But Chris, this is my question. The amount of black people that were in it, yeah, we can be happy and say that there were 3 black people, but why in a prison?
Well, no. I didn't. There was only one black person in this prison.
I feel like there was one other black person, wasn't it?
No, but still, why did
Charles Dutton and the rest of white guys?
Okay.
Yeah,
well, you said
I said Aliens. It was 3.
Aliens. It was
3. Alien 3. It was like, Charles Dutton, you're the black guy, and you're not Muslim. But
Alien 3. You're right. It was Charles Dutton and the alien, if you want to count it.
No, I don't count him because the alien apparently was. I'm just gonna say it. The aliens was on some trans stuff because the alien apparently. Here's why I say that. Wow. Because David Fincher decided. Wow. David Fincher decided.
Wow.
David Fincher decided.
Going to even had impossible pussy.
Right, no. Not to go with the alien. David Fincher decided he wanted to do something different with the alien this time and have the alien take the nature of the animal that it killed, and this one was a dog. So it's like, so the alien is a dog and not a person now.
Well,
what's
originally,
going on,
I think in the director's cut, it was a cow, I believe.
Wait. This is even better. Hold on, this is even better. So you mean to tell me that David Fincher sat and watched The Hidden 2 and said, I can do it better?
Yeah, that's what he pretty much did.
The face hugger lashed onto a dog. The alien popped up and it has all the characteristics of a dog. And I was like, that's strange.
Here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. Anybody is probably saying, wait a minute, she got to a prison planet.
Different.
She was like, wait, she got to a prison planet. That happened. This happened. Wait a minute.
Crashed into a prison planet.
Why isn't any of this happening? Well, that's very simple. But before anybody says what I think you're about to say, Aliens was always going to be a franchise. It was always going to be a franchise. When they knew James Cameron was all for it and how it was coming out, they knew it was about to be a bigger franchise what it was with all the world building they was doing in the second one. Now, 2 major things happened. Number 1, the writer's strike, and number 2, the fucking Berlin Wall fell. That's right. The Cold War.
Yeah, ended. This is 93, 94, right?
Yeah, this is like 89.
93.
No.
No. 89 was the.
It was 89.
No, this is 92. Yeah. This movie came out. My bad.
But still. But remember, in the late 80s, probably about 86, that's when and America's up 85-60. Yeah. Yeah, game over. You know, you were saying like the Cold War was about to end, and a lot of politics was starting to shift and all the rest of that. And a lot of producers and the writers was like, well, we can't push this. We don't want to push that. We want to change this. It went from Michael Biehn being the lead to no, let's pull that back. There's going to be it was going to be a one where Michael Biehn was going to be fighting basically these hybrid alien humans. Yeah, we was going to get that. And Sigourney Weaver was going to show up in the fourth one. They was going to film both together. It was going to be this real big push, this blockbuster type of movie. So what happened?
It was a shit show.
And make it even worse. Here's the best part about all this. I want to add this before you go on to it. I want to make this very clear. One of the producers on all these movies since the second one is Sigourney Weaver. She has been the co-producer. Cool. D would argue this. This movie and the last movie is hampered on the fact that she only wants two people to write for Ripley because they understand her character and all that, which is fine. D argues they're going to fuck that script up. If it's anything good, it's about to change.
This is
what this is the fifth. This is the fifth or the sixth script for this movie. Which is the fifth or the sixth? It's something like that. This movie went through developmental hell. When they stopped producing Aliens 2, they started production of Aliens 3. That meant they was doing it from 85 all the way down to 1992.
And the kicker about this is
it was in serious developmental hell.
This movie, because it was in developmental hell, it almost killed Fincher's career. And he was just starting. This is his first movie he started out, and this almost killed his career. Weaver going to bat for him against Fox, because 20th Century Fox was about to throw his ass under the bus, and Sigourney Weaver was like, no. This is not his fault. This is y'all motherfuckers' fault.
It really is, because remember, Fincher was because the director before this, and D will argue this. If you think this movie is bad, it was going to be way worse. The director that they had planned for it was Rennie Harlin. If anybody knows three black geeks and Rennie Harlin, we have discovered one thing. Yeah, Cutthroat Island really is his worst movie. That nigga sucks. If it ain't got like some gimmick, it sucks. So
Which says a lot. Because you look at all the movies that we've talked about from him, with Cliffhanger, Deep Blue Sea, Die Hard 2, Mindhunters. We
did do Mindhunter. I forgot.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I love the fact that we almost did all of Rennie Harlin's movies.
So his career with movies is very hit and miss. Like you said, Cutthroat Island is like one of his biggest misses of his whole fucking career.
You can't get around how big of a blower it was. It's a mediocre movie. And do you see how much money they dumped in that piece of shit?
And it's amazing that he went from Cutthroat Island, and yet Long Kiss Goodnight saved his ass.
Yeah. Thank God. But and with this, it was him. So they give it over to Fincher, who at that point only did music videos. And to give him some credit, he did all that Madonna shit. And
also
I get it.
He was kind of helping out on a couple of franchises called Return of the Jedi and Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom.
You had a guy that knew how to.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily count when you're putting out your own shit.
No, but I'm just saying the experience of being behind good directors and kind of getting ideas and stuff, it helps.
Getting the experience is one thing, but putting it into practice is another.
Oh, I know that.
But that's the thing, and I get that, Eris. But here's my bigger thing. It ain't the practice, because he's a good director. It's that jump from doing music videos and Madonna going, I don't know. I think sex is a tool. That crap. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing to go from that to doing movies. And then to go from that and doing Aliens 3.
Because the thing of it is,
that's the problem, is that he never. Oh, by the way, hi everyone, Duke.
Welcome back, Duke.
Hey,
but it's because you from James Cameron to someone who does music videos, it's a significant drop off. Yeah. So I'm surprised they I'm not really surprised you want to say, okay, we're not bringing in James Cameron again. So let's bring in a director that is cheaper and we can control, which
that was the idea.
That was the idea.
If you think about it, you think about music video directors that we get now. That you got people like McG who did the Charlie's Angels movies, and a lot of people are like, yeah, keep McG away from fucking movies because like he has a good visual style, but directing.
I mean, can you say that? Can you say the same thing for McG with Salvation? Because he directed that.
Salvation was him kind of doing the. I think he got ideas from other people of what to put in the Terminator movie, but I don't think that's 100% him. Like he had a visual flair, to be fair. I mean,
he directed the whole thing.
Yeah, but it's like fucking Brett Ratner in X-Men 3, where it's like, yeah, he directed the movie, but there were some people that was clearly buzzing his ear to throw in some shit from X-Men.
I got
so, and it's like you go to Hype Williams. Love Hype Williams. Should have been doing Belly Dog. Sorry.
Nah. This is what happens when you try to put together the world's longest music video. Leave that to Michael Jackson, sir.
And you probably saying to yourself, like, well, what do you like? Did Fincher do? Like, Fincher went on to make some incredible movies, man. Seven is what saved his career. Seven saved his career
because the funny thing, Fox was the one that was like, all right, you know what, you're right. We did fuck up, so here's what we're gonna do. We got this project over here called Seven. We want you to direct it. All right, cool. I'll direct it.
We're gonna give everybody we're gonna give everybody $50 in a ham sandwich, and we're gonna pretend that this previous shit never happened.
Here's the funny thing:
this man went on from that. Oh, go ahead.
He was originally going to do the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy for Sony, actually.
Yeah. I remember that.
And you know what? I actually wish they would have gone through it.
I don't know, man.
To this day, I still do not understand why they just abandoned ship on it, because it's not like those two movies were bad. They were good movies.
It's Amazing Spider-Man 2 suffered from cutthroat island syndrome, where they put so much money into it that they didn't recoup the money back. That's the problem.
Yeah, that was the problem. And I think Andrew Garfield was a pretty good Spider-Man.
So
look, listen, I'm gonna listen. Sorry, D, do you got the hard to swallow pill bottle near you?
I got several, sir.
Yeah, I just need you to. Thank you. I just need you to present that on screen, because I'm gonna go ahead and say it. He's the best Spider-Man.
Yeah, he might be.
Nope. I don't give a fuck. Listen,
debatable,
Toby was good. Listen, Toby was good for the trilogy that he had for that time, and Garfield to me was the best. Tom Holland, most overhyped.
Now, Eris, I have a better question.
Let's go back to talking about shit coming out of people's chest.
I have one better question for you before we get on with Alien. This is on David Fincher, though. The very next thing that Mr. Fincher did was a Michael Jackson video. Who is it? Eris, I'm looking at you. How was it?
All right.
Be honest.
No. I'm gonna be completely honest. My question I only have one question for that video. Just one. And no, it's too easy for me to say who is it. No, my question for that.
I didn't even think of that.
My question for that video was, why was this banned in America?
Yeah,
because America. That's why.
No, but there was nothing in it that even says that this needed to be banned in America. Now, bear in mind, this video was all.
I know I've seen it, but I don't.
No, because I saw it once when I was in Germany, and I never saw it again when I came to the States, and I always wondered, how come you guys never played that video here? Now I come to find out years later, this video was banned in America when it came out, and it had heavy rotation overseas. Now, how do I feel about the actual video? Different. It's different. Like this was probably one MJ video where he was trying to do some dramatic shit in under 5 minutes.
Oh, I see this. I'm reading what the video was about. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I remember it now.
Like, I get it. It told a story. Visually, it told a visual story. I thought the story was good. The man made a point with the song. Especially when you listen to the context of the lyrics. Mm-hmm. But as far as the visual style of it, again, I thought it was fine. It was just different. It was just, it was,
what I'm saying that there's no reason why, it gives no reason. It just mentioned it didn't come out in America initially until the History album came out.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So again, when I go into it, I'm going, This was just purely dramatic MJ in music video form.
Yeah. I mean, I think
It was
okay.
therefore different.
So the outline of Alien 3, basically,
I
this
didn't know
movie
that
is.
he did that though. I did not know he directed that.
I mean,
Yeah.
this whole movie is basically a soft reboot of sorts. Dee mentioned in the last episode about how like there's after the credits, there's the sound of a face hugger and and all that stuff. Now, if you're the average viewer that you're coming out of Aliens and stuff, and you know what happened in the ending and stuff, you're going to when they announce Aliens 3, you're like, well, hold on, though. How the hell is this gonna happen? Because again, what
I
you were
will
left
say
with.
one thing. I will say this.
I saw the first red flag when the moment I saw the face hugger in the opening credits. Being
Yeah,
lashed onto somebody.
that throws everybody off immediately because this is where the
We're
movie.
like, when did that happen?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It was like where it happened. Now
We couldn't get through the first minute.
Yo, when I saw the egg, I was like,
Yeah, that too.
now here's
Like,
the kick.
it
No,
just
go
feels like
ahead. No, go ahead, Chris. Go
No,
ahead.
no,
note, and note, I am team. I like that ending. I like that there's still one more face hugger on there. Even with that knowledge,
Yeah, exactly. So what made it weird is that a face hugger apparently fucked up everything to where the ship crashes into this prison colony. When we end up finding detaches
from itself.
So-
I'm like, who pressed the button? to
Thank you.
release
And
it?
that's what makes the
did
because
that?
the idea of itself of Ripley being on a prison planet and all that stuff, it sounds novel in theory. She's on a prison planet with an alien. It sounds nice in theory, but how you get there is where it gets clunky. And even when later on in the movie, Ripley boots up a damaged Bishop and he explains what happened, you're still kind of like, this still doesn't add up to
that's the issue. Is that they were going back to Earth or whatever.
Hey, CJ, you said it sounds like a nice concept. Here's me. Well, this sounds very Sunday afternoon movie channel-esque.
Yeah, it's just it sounds novel in theory. And like I said, once
Wow,
Ripley
I'm gonna
gets
be
a damaged
watching the
Bishop,
movie channel on a Sunday.
I mean,
and
like I
the
said,
Redskins is playing a sorry ass game with the Cardinals.
no, but it's like, but I think that's like I said, I get what Fincher and them were going for. They wanted to go back to basics, like Alien. You're just dealing with one alien creature,
Exactly.
killing everybody in a very suspense horror setting. It's just the story that gets to that thing is like,
All right,
like,
Yeah, but you know what?
there's two
Because
things.
of the
Go ahead.
issue of all this is the scripts. They had
It
like
is.
1, 2, 3, multiples, 4, 5 scripts. One of them had like space commies hijack alien eggs, of course.
Yeah.
No, they have 5. They have 5 scripts. One of them was good, and the rest were terrible.
actually,
And that was the one. And that was
technically
the one
6
that
if
was
you count the one. If you
Oh yeah,
if you
6.
count,
There were
6
6
if you count the
scripts.
one with Hicks being the lead.
Yeah.
And Sigourney
Yeah.
Weaver being
what
supporting
it
where
is.
they're supposed to be fighting the Wailing Yutani
but that's
alien army.
No, but Chris, but that's my point. There were 6 scripts. One was good, and the rest had no business existing.
And even here's the funny thing. Even when one of them is, and you can tell with all 5 of the scripts, they took pieces from each one. Again, let me make that very clear. That is not initially a bad thing, and that's how some scripts come to be.
Yeah.
And some good movies are made out of that. But that being said,
By the way, I'm looking. Oh, go ahead, D.
about me. But that being said, there is something to be said when you have to take pieces of it. One good example is this was actually supposed to be a planet full of wood, no metal, no nothing space at all, and it was supposed to be a whole bunch of
Planet
space
of
monks. A planet of Groots, and a whole bunch of weird monks talking about we pray to the wood god or some bullshit, and all of a sudden the
This
alien
sounds like a
shows
mission in Fallout 3.
up. Yes, it does. Doesn't it?
It does.
Yes,
it
does.
sounds so stupid. But then again, I'll take that over Eric Red's script, where pretty much all of them die, and then the special forces, they move into a small town in the United States. And some, all this other stuff, and the fights between the alien hordes versus the local townsfolk.
But I'm like,
Yeah.
where do aliens come from? That's just like in concept.
don't
It sounds
explain
nice,
it.
but it's just like
They
sounds
still
like a
use
side-
that script, by the way.
This sounds like if you take your toys and you're playing fucking aliens versus space marines and you just mash them together. And it's like, all right, here's the story.
And that's what I was going to get at,
aliens
Chris.
well, that's how we get Battle Los Angeles, Chris.
Now, Chris, here's the funny thing. That's where I will say this, and I'm not saying about much, and this is just only as a person that lived through a lot of these blockbusters when we seen as a kid, and this is what I've noticed. People back then were just as stupid as they are now.
I mean, it was 92. So
Just
you're talking,
as stupid.
yeah.
Here's the difference between now and then. Back then they didn't know that the anal plink was in the ass. Now we know, and we go, I'm still go back and watch that movie. He ain't gonna stop me.
somehow they missed the mousetrap.
I don't understand it.
Even with the opening number one, it beat out Far and Away, which I'm like, that's a boring ass fucking movie.
But you want to hear something fucked up? It technically bombed. Technically bombed. Now I know what you're gonna say before we even do all that. It's like, well, it made its money back in overseas. It did.
But they only get X amount of a percentage.
That's what I'm saying. They only get an X amount of that percentage. So in D's opinion, China wasn't there to save Pacific Rim.
They only made 55 in the US. That's why it bombed. It automatically was already dead to rights. It was done.
That's bomb. That's bomb. If you can't make back almost half of, I mean, wow, that's already like a quarter. Bomb.
That's a quarter. That's
already a bomb.
Actually, no, that's a third of the budget because the budget was like 160. So that's a third of their budget right there. It bombed. And then the fact the fact that Fox is like, you know what? Bring on Alien Resurrection. I'm like, where'd you get the money from?
You know what, man? You know what, Chris? Here's the thing. We all like getting our nipples twisted. Don't know why. There you go.
No, but my thing is this. So
just had all this money and everything else. You want to waste the money? Go ahead.
So my thing is this, right? So Ripley, what we find out throughout this movie is that when the alien, the face hugger that was on the ship, because I guess it was two face huggers apparently. One that latched onto Ripley, and there was another one that was running around. It latched onto the dog. It basically took the dog's DNA. So now you have an alien that has dog attributes to it and stuff, which I guess makes it more deadlier, I guess. So
hey Chris, this dog has Mega Man powers.
Apparently,
looks like this dog is having a doggone day.
Look at this dog. It looks like this dog found a very rotten bone.
Oh God! It looks like this dog. It looks like this dog is one dog that doesn't like it. Doggy style.
This is gonna be one hell of a. Listen, y'all. This is gonna be one hell of a dog day afternoon. Okay.
Hey guys. I think we're missing out something. It's gonna be rough.
Looks like this dog had its bad day.
He's barking up for more trouble.
But yet,
apparently you can't teach. I'm sorry, Duke, but apparently you can teach an old dog new tricks.
There's not enough tennis balls on this planet to stop this alien.
Oh, actually, hold on, before you say anything, D just gave me a good idea. You know how they could have fucking killed the alien? Just had a tennis ball and throw that shit into some lava and then go after it. Credits.
Oh, and even better. Well, it could have been out of the dog or it's a cow. Which, by the way, which would have been even more funnier than a cow alien, you know?
Dude, see, here's the thing. That would just piss me off even more because last episode we went through those alien commercials, and you remember we got the bull alien. I'm like, so did the alien impregnate a bull and it sprout out, and now it has bull horns?
In the original one,
yes,
in the original idea of this movie, yes, they showed how the alien went inside the cow and burst out of it. Now, how did they get the cow? Supplies. Why they got a cow on their prison planet? They gotta eat. Why they just giving them whole ass cows in the future? Look, dog.
The reason why
look.
We ain't dealing with processed meat. All right,
just shut up.
Listen, listen. I can explain. Okay.
Look, the planet has.
Let me explain. Okay. The reason why this happened is because that alien ran into some radical weaponry on Rygol 7. Things were looking grim until it took over a cow.
All I'm saying is, I gotta wonder in the writers' room.
I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest with you. That alien's father was not a supreme alien, but he was a brilliant.
All I'm saying is this.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a Dragon Ball Z reference from back in the day when it was syndicated.
I'm kind of mad. You know what? I'm kind of mad that in this movie they didn't do a callback and have like the face hugger latch onto a cat and the alien has like cat-like reflexes and shit.
First of all, that would never happen because Jones is chilling back.
No. This time we're dealing with Jones's cousin Leroy, who got hit with the fucking face hugger.
Actually, Chris, you forgot this is a planet full of white people. Mr. Whiskers, okay?
Mr.
Whiskers. And guess what?
Whiskers?
Chris, all you did was successfully make D say this alien got 9 lives.
If Fincher's writing that shit, he would have implemented that in the script. This alien has 9 lives. It cannot be killed. Charles Dutton is the only guy that can actually count because the rest of the prisoners are fucking just stupid and shit and they can't count. So they're like
Now, you probably ask yourself,
what
about all these
shooting at the alien quoting, making Bible quotes and shit?
So D, Eris, Chris, yeah, y'all both went to Bible school. Yeah. Did he quote the Bible? That nigga didn't quote the Bible. It was just some like weird what white people think black people will say to sound deep and spiritual. That's what it says. And just to be honest with you,
D, what you're saying is he quoted movie script Bible. Gotcha.
Exactly. Just like, look, say some vague religious stuff, and with that, that old Negro spirituals like.
Only thing missing was a kufi on his head and being part of the Nation of the Islam. That's
I'm reading. Nigga, check this out.
Can you imagine? Wait, D, hold on. I'm sorry, Chris. D, Chris, could you imagine? Could you imagine a space kufi?
A space kufi. A space. It will be blue and like dark. It like have like a weird little green, like a golden ring around it, and it's like all that junk like represent shit. And Charles Woods. As you see, brothers, everything is as dark as what our Savior says it is. Now I'm hearing Charles S. Dutton laying out the Holy Ghost. And all these vanilla gorillas is like, amen, brother. I'm like, he's out here giving you the word of God, not God, God. And all of y'all is like, oh, he's right. I did touch a lot of girls. Like, y'all are not reacting.
Bear in mind.
Should.
They went full Oz in this movie because Ripley's on a planet full of fucking rapists. Except for Charles Dutton. Charles Dutton, like, he probably killed a nigga, and that's why he's in jail anyways. And
Charles Dutton, like, why you here? I'm here because I need to be.
Because I killed a man in a church,
and they need a Negro to sound deep.
He defied the name of the Lord.
Nah, bro. He pulled a Dominic Toretto. He beat a nigga with a pipe.
Yes, he did.
All right, so we can pretty much with the quarter inch. It was with a quarter-inch torque wrench, Chris.
Yeah.
All right, quarter-inch torque wrench. All right, I got a question. He was help building whatever futuristic cars is on Earth right now. What plant? Where is he from? Where's he
GM.
from? I'm gonna say Jersey.
I said Detroit.
Detroit.
I'm
gonna say Jersey.
No, I'm gonna say he's from. Not that. He's probably from Montana or something.
No, he's
man.
No,
Montana.
No, he's not.
Fake Negro in a white town.
Dude, listen.
It fits perfectly.
Hey, no, dude, no. No, dude, stop it. You know,
I'm the only black man at all.
No. Hold on, Duke. You know damn well that he is clearly from Ohio.
Man,
yeah, that's a nigga from Columbus.
Akron.
That's a nigga from
Columbus.
He's from Akron. He's from Akron. I hit a man across the head with a torque wrench. Now, if you get in my way,
and I kept hitting him until I couldn't lift my arm.
Now, here's the
my
thing.
gay lover saw me do it all. Yeah, that's right. I'm gay. What, y'all thought it wasn't gay? Y'all ain't progressive for shit. See, in the year 2023, it's okay for a man to sleep.
No, so Ripley gets there, right? So she awakes, and she immediately is like questioning what the hell happened.
Charles Dance is being Charles Dance. You are knocked out, you dumb bitch.
So she sees the face hugger and she immediately thinks that it got on either Newt or Hicks, and she was like, "Hey, burn them fucking bodies immediately. Just burn them."
Bro, first
So
of all, Chris, how'd you like how they when they showed Hicks's body? Clearly a body double because they couldn't.
That wasn't Hicks. That was just
no. It was a body. But when they showed Newt, nigga, it was just a lump of just pounded meat and teeth.
well, because you got to show that the ship got fucked
strands of
up.
blonde hair.
Because apparently the stasis pods was so fucked up with those two that Ripley's was made of fucking like vibranium to where
hers
she
was
was
made out of
fine.
vibranium. And yet, for
You know
some
what? I
reason,
could
who
really-
would have thought crash landing? Oh, sorry, who would have thought water landing would have fucked up your stasis pods?
I need a
that
deleted scene.
much?
Did David Fincher show a delete? Is there a deleted scene of a face hugger like doing computer shit and just fucking up the ship to
There has
jettison
to be.
everything? It has to be.
There has to no.
Just imagine you see
No,
this-
I got an even no. It's better. I got an even better one for you, Chris. It's actually a face hugger that just doing this shit. It runs through the computer and presses detach.
It's like fucking thing from the Addams Family where he's just like.
Now I can just see this. I'm in.
Hey, you know what, D? You're right, because this is
hugger-
this
face
is
hugger
92.
fine.
This is 92. That's all you need is just the.
No, the face hugger. No, face hugger finds the button. We are detached.
It just jumps out.
There's a matrix.
I mean, the leaps
Yo.
in logic. I was like, so did the
Okay,
ship? Just,
okay.
It's like the ship got dyslexic and it crash lands.
Like,
She
here's
wants
the
to.
thing,
She
here's
wants
the
to
thing.
get it burned, and then all of a sudden she starts looking like GI Jane. Like, I guess I gotta shave my hair.
No.
I laugh.
How do you like that for cover? They make her shave her head so that somehow
blend in.
it's just so she can blend in. No one can tell that. Oh, she's a woman.
I got a warning for all you women out there. Even I'm sorry, women. I got one for all you studs. All right, my king. All right, my king. Now listen to me. You still smell like a girl.
That they do.
Well, let's be real, guys.
Oh, I'm being real. I'm not even trying to be funny, and I'm not even trying to down your status as whatever you doing, my nigga. But real talk, you still smell like a chick, dog.
But guys, I'm throwing this out. I'm throwing this out here.
So
I'm throwing this out here, D, going into that because I feel this is a BAM episode. I'm not saying we should do it.
wait.
This is a movie that kind of exemplifies how they did the whole woman infiltrating other men thing, because it was a movie called Just One of the Guys.
Yo, yes, I remember that movie.
Okay.
That is a movie that is BAM territory. But the general premise is that the general premise was a chick that she was writing for the school paper on how to think like a guy, and what she did was
I
she
remember
taped
that
her
movie.
boobs. She was already flat chested as is, but she taped her boobs, put on like a fucking shirt, tucked it in, had like, you know, sports jacket on and all that stuff, deepened her voice a little bit, and she was one of the guys.
Wasn't that
duped
Amanda
everybody.
Bynes that did that?
Yeah,
wasn't
it was kind of
Amanda
the
Bynes.
no, Amanda Bynes did it. That was the remake. It was
That was the remake.
It was the remake. Well,
We're
not
talking-
remake, but
No, we're
she
talking
was the
the
man.
original.
She's the
We're
man or some
talking
shit like that.
No, we're talking the original one from the 80s.
Yeah, but this is the original one from the 80s. They did this shit in the 80s and 90s where a woman infiltrating men, they just did simple shit like just tape your boobs and you're good to go. And I'm like, that's
Get
not just cut your hair short.
And take
You're fine.
just take a roll. No, take a roll of tube socks and just stuff it down your crotch.
And
You're a
good to
dude.
go. But apparently,
But I
Ripley,
I
like,
love the fact when
Ripley ain't had no
Ripley cut her
baby
hair off
powder.
and all this stuff. She had to go. It felt like okay, is this an alien movie or is this high school? As they had to go and she has to eat with
cafeteria,
everybody.
eat by herself with Charles.
Hey, how you
Dutton.
doing? Hey, how you doing? You a woman? What you doing in here? How did you know I was a woman? I don't know. Your neck, your head,
Clearly,
the
you
fact
don't
that you're
have.
shaped like that, the fact that you walk like this, the fact that you don't smell like none of us up here.
Hey, the movie. You
That's
know,
the
I like,
again. That's the most important part. The fact that you don't smell like none
I like
of us.
the movie.
Also, D when he said that, that's when we get the Charles S. Dutton grape face.
Man, look. I like how
Don't stop.
the movie took 20 minutes of going into Oz territory before Adventure finally realized, hold up. This is an alien movie. We gotta go back to the alien. All right. And so because at one point Ripley almost about to get gang raped by like 5 dudes, and Charles Dutton had like, hey guys, come to your senses here.
And just
We're
beat the
supposed to be
crap out of
people.
people, and
I
that was
like
it.
how this nigga takes out the divine Half-Life wrench and just goes clink, clink, clink.
But
Get
hey,
out of here now.
I
Clink.
have to.
This ain't a place for a white woman.
Here's a good question to you three. Which one is better? Divine Wrench or Brother Rock?
Brother Rock
is
Brother Rock is undefeated.
He's undefeated. He is undefeated. There's
I
a
will
reason why
take
we support
the-
Brother Rock.
First of all, Brother Rock is Brother Rock is second to Lord Gunbutt.
I'm just saying, the Brother Rock has broken into houses, broken into cars, broken into the back of people's skulls. So, do you see the various tools that Brother Rock can be used? And you talking about the divine wrench? We just getting to this nigga.
I'm just saying.
Just getting to this nigga.
I'm just saying.
We even done with half
Listen.
of what Brother Rock has done.
No, listen, D. I'm gonna need everybody to put some respect on seriously, put some respect on the Antonio Daniels of weaponry. All right.
I'm just saying, man. Y'all need to look, man. I'm just saying, Swiss Army knife. Fuck him. He a bitch. Brother Rock.
Brother Rock is quicker.
Now, here's what's weird.
Quicker.
So they
Blutter.
tried to get Stan Winston to come back to do the creature effect in this movie.
Oh, you're not getting Stan Winston.
So what happened was Stan Winston was actually busy on another film.
Right.
So what he did was he actually recommended one of his former co-workers who they just started Alligator Dynamics. I think we talked about them previously. He got to his boys Tom Woodruff Jr. and Alex Gillis to do it. Now, if you look at this film, lots of CGI with the alien, clearly. Very hit and miss. Some composite stuff mixed in with blue screen, some raw puppet stuff mixed in. It's very weird in the way that
it's clunky. It's a clunky like the movie. It's very clunky.
It looks heavier. It looks unnecessarily heavier. And the one thing I will say,
how do you make an alien look more dated in the third movie compared to the first?
The one thing that it does have going for it is the one thing I question the most. Its teeth. Why is it so wet?
Yeah, I think it's because of the dog aspect of it. That's the only thing.
The alien. Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense to me. Why are the aliens like always extra wet and shit?
Like at least in the second one, it made sense because like, well, you're underground and that heat, and then the fucking ducks and shit. All right, fine, you're wet. Fine.
All right, so D, does it get better in the fourth one?
Ooh. See, that's when it goes into Kenner.
No.
That's when it goes into Kenner. We're just making shit up for the toys. All right, that's where we're at right now.
It became Batman versus Batman and Robin.
Listen, listen, guys. The toys were popular, and they wanted us to make a movie surrounding it. I guess.
Look, I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you. Playmates offered us a lot of money, and we said yes.
Because I want people to understand. There's a reason why.
Us a lot of money.
Hold on. Was it still Kenner in the fourth one?
It was
still
Kenner.
Yeah, Kenner offered us a lot of money.
There's a reason why Aliens 3 never had a toy line. They skipped right over that and went straight to Alien Resurrection.
Chris, they offered them a lot of money and a whole lot of cocaine.
Hey, Josh Wheaton, you're an up-and-coming white guy that we're going to let be problematic. You want to direct a movie?
One of 3 writers, by the way, so it's like I can't even put that all on Whedon, but it's all equal blame on that shit.
God.
I'm like,
but
Alien 3, but it's like, but the creature is very wonky because they wanted to do stop motion, but they were so very adamant on doing the practical stuff mixed in with the CGI, but they couldn't blend it right. Like we're at an age right now in special effects where we're able to blend that shit together and stuff. Hell, I even go so far as to say you brought up Battle Los Angeles, Sue.
Mm-hmm.
They did a good job of blending in CGI with practical because some of those aliens they did a pretty good job.
The aliens, it's just like look, even though it's like a size of the dog and such, it's just like, oh my gosh, it just like I said, it's more clunky. It feels, it felt more fake. Like I said, Alien 1 and Alien 2 came out years before, and it felt more real, more visual, more of a threat. This just feels clumsy,
Like
clunky, and
the part that really illustrated that was clunky is when they were going to put the alien in the mold, the molten metal, right? That's where it got clunky to me. I get the idea of what they were doing, but that's
it was
where
clunky
it was
in my
very
eyes
obviously
before.
clunky as shit. Like that whole everything. But like the whole movie was essentially just them, the aliens single-handedly just attacking them. Now, I would say to the movie's credit that I thought was interesting was the fact that that you have Ripley like, hey guys, we have to stick together in order to defeat this alien, and yet everybody's still getting picked off one by one, or they're getting picked off two at a time at one point, So there's that, Oh damn, where the guys go? Oh no, don't tell me they left. Unless they stepped off real quick. Hold up. Pause real quick. Hold up. Wait for them to get back real quick.
But yeah,
hold up. What's Phil Gear on?
Oh, Full Gear, right? It's I'm watching on Fight
Oh,
using
okay.
on my VPN and such.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm watching that. $20, by the way. So great deal for me.
Much.
Watching Lucha Brothers versus FTR. But yeah, this is like I said. You talk about the alien and such. It's just when you look throughout the whole movie, it just feels. I watched it doing all the stuff. It's like unnatural. It just feels like it was not. Didn't.
Did you watch Did you watch the director's cut or did you actually watch the theatrical cut?
Theatrical cut. It just the whole movie fell off. And I did see the director's assembly cut whatever years ago, and it flowed better. But I just think there was too much of. You could just tell it was just so much of a mess.
I mean, it is a case of like the studio interfering and stuff. I mean, because it's like I said, this was Fox. I think, as you mentioned before, you have 6 scripts. You're trying to blend all this in. You're trying to get the movie to be a certain way. And then then it's just like, all right, guys, we're going to cobble together all this stuff. And then boom, that's it. And it's just, yeah, what are you going to do and stuff? And like I said, with Ripley telling everybody, we got to sit there and fight this thing together. And I'm like, all right, guys, sure, fine. Why not?
Because
and I like
the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, because we have to do something to basically. We have an hour left in the movie, so
gotta stretch this hour out.
I mean, they spent most of the movie, well, a good portion of that movie trying to set up traps and stuff like that, and it was, I guess, for a reason, some character building. But the problem about it for me was I couldn't get into nobody because all of them looked the same and they all were
cannon fodder. They were all red shirts.
Exactly. There was only one black dude other than him getting killed, and then they locked him up and everything else. But
if we look at everybody on this list and stuff, I might have seen them before and other stuff, but like I couldn't tell who the fuck they are.
Because they bowl. Charles Dance is only one different because
it's Charles Dance. He has a face that you know.
He has a
voice and he has a presence and everything.
Everybody else is like, oh, I'm Courtney prisoner. Oh, I'm Courtney too.
Actually, no. Ralph Brown, who played the fucking crazy ass Rhodey in Wayne's World 2, that's the other guy.
Really?
The guy that was all like, yes, I used to get brown M&Ms for Ozzy Osbourne, and that dude, that guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm mad that you brought him up as a person.
That's the only one I know. That's the A. Look, those two are the only one. Like you said, everybody else is just
the prison warden. I've seen him before, but I don't know what. Something being loud and being unfair. I know that much.
Oh no. Peter Polsway.
He was on that. He was warden, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
No. He's actually one of the inmates.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, he's another Brit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It really hurt the movie to me when all the white guys were just all British, and I
Well,
didn't know
everybody
who
had the
was who.
same haircut. It's like this is the equivalent of everybody saying, "Oh, the black people look alike." No, this is
All
all
these
your
white boys look
people
like
look
they was.
alike.
All these white
And the
boys
only
look
thing
like
they
they was.
had was just everyone was British and had
They were
bad.
all
Oh wait,
What the-
yeah, they're pretty
dirty
much that was.
faces. Dirty
Dirty
Like I
faces.
said,
faces.
all Cockney accents.
I
What's you
felt
always say?
if they weren't prisoners, I thought they were all gonna be shitty
Alien.
sweet.
Something like
Only
that.
thing does look at this point, I was like, "Yo, can I get a
Governor?
can I
Right, his
get a
bad teeth and everything?
can I get a Guy Ritchie alien movie where we just do flashbacks of shenanigans and just shit?" It's like
Yo.
so we had to fight the aliens. See, let's flash back to this.
I think
Dude,
the thing
The
that
best
killed
part
me-
of King Arthur, by the way, when he directed it.
I think I think the one thing against me was that they had the one guy that for whatever reason was helping the aliens. I didn't
Well,
understand
because the guy was
what was
helping him
that about.
because he thought that the alien was like divine. It was God speaking or some dumb shit. I'm just gonna say crazy white guy shit, honestly, because at this point,
like how you just dumped that off on him.
yeah, you might as well and stuff.
Yeah,
Which
white people.
another caveat of this movie that was also just like, wow, really? So throughout the movie, we kept wondering why the alien was killing everybody else, but kept ducking and dodging Ripley. Well, we find out pretty much like 3/4 of the way through the movie, Ripley examines herself and finds out, oh, she has the alien queen embryo in her.
Now,
that's random.
When did that happen again?
Again, 2 facehuggers. So I'm guessing the one facehugger that was on him, I guess, was how she got the alien queen embryo implanted in her.
Yeah, and then then you have Ripley begging the doctor.
Queen, though?
Well, because I guess maybe the shape. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know why
the movie scanned it, and I was like, "How did she?" Like you said, it never explains how it's the queen. It's like, did she just see the shape of the head? Did she,
I guess.
Fuck.
I guess.
I don't even think the machine said it was a boy or a girl. So I'm like, how did she even know? Even then, like, what the fuck? Like,
because the script told her that.
Yeah, she don't. Yeah,
you have a queen alien, and yes, let's go.
And yo, and the fact that Charles Dutton, he is the sacrificial black guy that sacrifices himself.
Sacrificial black guy.
He sacrificed him and the alien die from the melted steel that pours on both of them.
I think here's the thing. Look. We knew Charles. Like we knew that he everybody. They made it very clear when they was like, because the whole time they were like, well, we got to tell everybody there's something on our planet, because when the aliens started killing everybody, that was the day they got me. When they started killing, but they immediately like, well, we got to tell William Utani what's going on. Well, they were
we're on their way because we saw Ripley's signal. So yeah, we are already on our way.
So how long are they going to be here? They're going to be here in like 16 hours. And I like how that quickly changed in like 2 scenes. All of a sudden it went from 16 hours to they'll be here in an hour. I'm like, wait, what?
So 15 hours later,
it jumped. Right. It jumped, I guess. But and that was so funny. You know what? Of all the effects of this movie, I didn't think that Bishop looking like he was just flooded with milk.
No, the milk is just okay. Just pour. Ladies Henderson, look, man, you're gonna be here for a couple minutes. We already shot your scenes later in the film, but just here you pour your milk on you, and it's a little bit sour milk.
We're gonna let this shit bubble in your face.
Right here. There you go.
It's gonna look cool.
Your head. We're gonna have a stunt table where your head's just poking out from underneath it, and we're just gonna do some special effects on your face. And I like how he's even with him getting fucked up, he's so nice about like, all right, I gave you the information. Can you please shut me off?
Can you shut me off? Like
this hurts.
Like this is cool. Just stop. Just.
Hey,
yeah. And he's like, you know what? Let's just end it. I'm done. I just don't use me anymore. The next time you're gonna see me is in a crappy Alien versus Predator movie, PG-13.
Did y'all love
Alien versus Predator movie?
Did y'all love?
See y'all later.
Did y'all love the fact William Utani gets there? We find out that Bishop is actually made after, I guess, apparently a guy that looks like Bishop that works for William Utani.
What a twist!
D in the back.
I bet you were Bishop Alien too. I mean, a Bishop Android too. It's just that you were like the third model, you know, the one that wasn't built with an Asimov chip, so you can't kill no human.
Guys, did you love the one columnist that heard Ripley say he could be an android, and he was like, "Let's test that theory out." Bam! He hits the dude. He's like, "Oh, he got blood. He's actually real." Fuck.
Now when he did that, a part of me was like this: he ain't got an Asimov chip. They took that shit right out. They took the reasoning chip right out. I can't hurt no humans. He's going to be the one that causes the apocalypse. Those
My
bishops.
man got fucking capped in the leg for his troubles. I'm like, well, he just wanted to make sure he wasn't an android. You gonna get shot in the leg for this is bullshit.
All right,
Right?
I'm not fucking around. All right, cool. Hey,
Hey, Ripley, we want that shit in you, by the way.
hey man, run that alien.
Yo, no,
Run
actually,
that
no,
in,
no,
bro.
no, 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 no. That's what it was. One of the prisoners that hit Bishop got shot and killed. The other guy that lured Ripley over to the fucking molten lava because Ripley was just gonna sacrifice herself was the one that got shot in the leg for
Yeah.
doing that shit. That's what it was. And I'm just sitting back like, so he gets shot in the leg. Ripley is
for his
just
troubles, yes.
now. There's two endings to this. This is the shit that is funny because I saw the fucking director's cut. So Ripley dives into the molten lava like the regular
It's like,
ending.
no, we could have studied it. No,
It's like, nah.
Like,
So she
yeah.
dives in, she's dead. In the director's cut, apparently the alien pops out midway through and Ripley grabs it from jumping out. And I was like, but you know what? We didn't need that. Why do we? No, it's dead. What the fuck? Like, why are we doing this? Like, where's it going to jump off to?
If you're mad about that, let's see how you feel about how they pretty much brought both of them back in the next movie.
Yo, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Now, I remember Netflix having that version on Netflix for a while. I remember that.
Amazon Prime. The Amazon Prime actually has that version. The director's
The
cut
one I
version.
saw was the regular Crow Brandon Lee falling to the lava cross. So
But I like how Bishop with Wayland Utani again, because Wayland Utani ain't shit. But I think this time around, it was very low hanging fruit. Like, of course they wanted the fucking alien. Why? Of course they got there quick because they wanted the alien. Obviously, like, come on.
and then the thing that killed me was they was like, how in the hell? They was like, well, they could be coming down here to save us. They like we go back home. We can whatever. Ah, yes.
There's a reason why your
They're gonna be the
IQ
ones
is
that kill us as
85,
soon as they
man.
get
They
here.
call you.
All of y'all prisoners. And security were like, really? Are they gonna get any of you? All of you are prisoners.
Mhm.
Y'all expendable. My crew was expendable. What makes you think y'all ain't? And that one dude who worked for Wayland with Tiny, he was like this. No, that ain't true. I mean, they come back for me.
I mean, it's yeah.
Yo, he like this. Like, of course they had going to have somebody down there that was gonna squeal on there that's working for Willie Utani. Like, of course they was going to have somebody down there.
I mean, because think about it. You find out there's an alien on the ship. That's money for the prison, which
Yep.
that kind of getting a little woke right here. No, to get a little woke for a second, as part of that prison industrial complex. It's like, hey, if I tell Wayne Utani aliens, they can give us money. So
I don't know. Amazon ain't owned the prison yet. Oh,
yet.
I think, look, man. I already think that Zuckerberg is already thinking.
Can you
Maybe
imagine?
we could think, but like in Meta, there are prisons for people in Meta.
Well, this is why I am scared of the Oculus Rift, because I'm like, we're really going to be Ready Player One, aren't we? We're really going to get to that point, aren't we?
Like white people are in a
Oh,
rush to
please.
start. White
We're not
people
getting that yet,
are
man.
such in a rush to start Wall-E, ain't they? They y'all in a big rush.
Only difference is instead of fat people, we're just going to be in a world full of BBLs. That's all it's going
This
to
is
be.
what happened. This is what happened. Don't do that. Don't do that because that means people are actually leaving the house and fucking. So I'm just saying.
I mean, I was told, D, that I have a nice butt, so I'm just saying,
Let's get this shit.
Let's get this shit. Top of the morning.
Look over here. You're doing it, tweaking your ass. Top of the morning. Yo, I feel like when I hear shit like that, when I hear shit like the real effed up stuff that we're doing to the earth and how people are doing everything. I hate to say this. That ain't the niggas. Oh, that ain't us. No.
They
Every
only
time I
blame us.
hear about
They only blame us
how
because the white person drives through the hood and sees a bottle of fucking Rock Creek on the ground. It's like,
hey,
oh ho ho, polluting, sir. I'm like, it's just one
wow,
bottle.
hey, somebody pick up the needles. Like they always do that crap, and like I, I never understand.
I'm mad you're how accurate you is. It's like it's just a Rock Creek soda. What the fuck? It ain't a
It's
needle.
a Rock Creek soda. Like that's what you get your. Is that where your? Is that where your? Where your
Oh, you're
blue
back.
bull malt liquor?
It's like, no, it's good soda. What are you talking about?
Is that blue bull you're drinking? That's that St. Eve's. The St. Eve's you're drinking. Is that a deuce and a quarter you're drinking? What, nigga?
To age it up to 1992. Hey, sir, you want us like, hey, where's your Bartles and James, Steven?
Get your Pabst Blue Ribbon ass.
And
No, but
the
it's
sad part is those are the people who are going to probably unironically be surprised and sharing like terrible Facebook memes and everything. Say, I hate Facebook. Meanwhile, I'm going to still post on it for 5 or 6 hours a day.
This is why we are not a capable species to colonize Mars. That's, to be honest, that's why rich people want to get to Mars, because they just want to get all the
rid
shit
of us.
get rid of us, basically.
No,
and I'm
it's
like,
simple as that. What really kills, and that really kills me about the rich and all the rest of that, how we split everything off. And when you look at how space would be, just being honest with you, I know it's going to be beyond our time. Hopefully, we'll see it in another lifetime. But I'm just going to be real with you. If and this is spoiling it for some people that want to know what happens in the next movie. Willie Utani gets bought out by Walmart. Yes, Walmart.
We're gonna get more into that, by the way, when we
we will get more into that
also we found out Earth is in worse shape than before.
Worse shape than before.
So
you know what? It's kind of funny. I would love to know what the world of Earth, how Earth is.
We just saw the space station outside of Earth and Aliens 2. That was it.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm not I can imagine during that time global warming has had some effect on the Earth. Like I'm pretty sure. Be real, Florida don't exist no more. I don't think Florida exists no more. I'll be honest with you. I don't think DC exists no more. I mean exists. I mean the water took it over. So I can believe stuff like that happened, but I don't think it would be too drastically different. Put it this way: Miami's gone. Let me just Miami's gone.
Guys, for a smooth
Tampa might be gone too.
For a smooth 4 months, we had hope on Earth when we were on lockdown, where we found out the Earth healed itself. Smog was gone. The water levels were going up again and stuff. Nature, everything was getting green. California was starting to get back to normal, and the water levels. It's like, oh shit! Like, oh fuck.
Granddaddy capitalism took out his dick. It's like we can't have that shit.
China smog levels were like non-existent because it was like, oh, they don't have smog anymore. Well, shit.
China, you know what China was like? This is too much happiness. Nah. We gotta get the economy moving.
What's this blue sky now? Where did this come from?
Russia looking outside. There's so many goats outside. What is going on?
It was seriously. It was like Last of Us. It was like, wow, nature just took over, huh?
India, all through Thailand, monkeys was just no bullshit during COVID. Monkeys was just outside Thailand, just posted up, having sex outside.
Hey, this is our territory now, nigga.
The whole place over.
They had
like,
it was like Gremlins.
Which
it was like
Gremlins. Well, you know what? I'll take that.
Japan, like in towns in Japan, deer was just like, yeah. So, deer was just walking in like our girl Paula J. Parker and all in Minister Society of Hood Don't Be a Menace. Yeah, gotta hide all the good shit.
So it's like, so to me right now,
Chris, gotta get a hair mission. We all out here, and y'all ain't trying.
No, so it's
I'm
like
licking all the water, bitch.
But that also speaks volumes to like when we look at this prison colony, right? This is kind of like we talk about like real life in terms of the prison industrial complex. there is somebody that's rich that's looking at these ideas that we see in these video games and then even in this movie, like, hey, prison colonies, that sounds
They're
like a
rubbing their
good
hands
idea.
like
You don't think
Birdman,
that-
like this.
Oh,
You
we could
don't
put the
think
bad
that.
people up in space
Let me
and
make it
keep them
very
off
clear.
Earth.
And make it
Hey,
very
they did.
clear.
Hey, they did once
Where there's
before.
no
That's how
regulations.
Australia was made, man.
Man,
That's what I'm saying. You mean to tell me if we're at this point in the world of aliens, they are terraforming planets. Now, granted, I like the fact that they're showing that it takes decades, and it will take decades, almost 100 years to successfully terraform a planet. Almost a thousand.
Even Mass Effects mentioned that it takes decades to do and stuff until
And
like Andromeda. But
like put it this way, with the moon, if we were to terraform the moon, it would take us about 100 and something years. If to do it to something that is very possible that we can do, and I actually been looking this up, it's very possible, and NASA is really thinking they're starting to do it, Venus, but it will take us about 1,000 years to do that.
that was
But
something.
it is
Wasn't
very
that like
possible.
wasn't that the big thing?
Very possible.
Wasn't that the big thing in Cowboy Bebop? I know I'm going off topic here, but like that was
Yeah,
like Venus
it was
was like getting colonized, and then it got Mars
Yeah.
and everything else. So
Yeah,
But,
that
but
pretty
that,
much,
they kind of
man.
went a little bit more fantasy, like it will be just easy. All we gotta do is fly up there.
yeah.
They kind of went a little bit too easy
But
with
this,
it. But yeah, I can imagine being like that. We kind of pieced
Yeah,
off.
but you know,
but this
yeah,
idea
that's
of a
what-
but this idea of a
ahead.
prison colony, though, seeing in this movie and how it's implemented and how dour it is, and just the idea of it, it's like, damn, that would suck. Like, this is where you go to for doing
Yeah.
hard time.
I
Like,
could believe a moon off. I could believe one of the moons off of Mars, which also is another big idea of whatever it is. Everybody's saying let's terraform a moon off of Mars, but that's I could definitely see that you go on that planet and that's where you are. You just stay there. It's a prison planet. Stay there for the rest of your life.
I mean, it's insane.
yeah,
Like, it's-
that's what it is. So basically, it's like I said, it's Planet Australia.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Mhm.
That's
I
what
mean-
the entire thing is.
I mean, and the thing of it, you know, what's funny too.
And then years later, conspiracy theorists will say, you know what, it's not real.
it's like
you know.
it's like there's no supposed to be Elon Musk to be like, hey, there's no prison planet. What are you talking about?
there is no prison planet.
Yeah.
You don't have one. There is never one that even existed. Next thing you know, you're like, yeah, there is one on the other side of the moon, and there's only like 5 gods there, but 7,000 men up there. So you want to talk about what's going on there, Mr. Musk, and why you've been alive for the last 300 years?
Is that the reason? And is that the reason why you're so gung ho about sending us to space?
Oh, you know it is. Like,
I
wow.
honestly think that's Musk. Elon Musk is probably like, yes, it's good.
Did y'all know-
finally send all these people? Yeah, he's gonna leave. He's gonna know he's gonna turn the prison planet in a shocking twist. Earth will be the prison planet while everybody rich. Like,
Hey,
but,
look,
all
look,
right,
I
y'all locked
look,
up. Bye.
look, dude, that's not
Ooh.
funny. That's not funny because that actually sounds like a plot that was in a book. And yes, I agree, Brian. Space Australia.
No,
So
you know,
Space Australia. So the south side of Saturn.
Yeah, the south side of Saturn. That's the perfect look. Here's the thing. One of the most beautiful poems in American history really encapsulate what we're going on right now, and what we have seen in the last 2 movies, and what we'll probably see a little bit in the 4th movie, and definitely in Prometheus. Well, we all down here suffering, but Whitey is on the moon. I can't get I can't. Yo, nigga, I'm broke. I can't pay my rent. But Whitey on the moon. We all here dying of COVID, but Whitey's on the moon.
I mean, the crazy
That's
part
what
is,
it is. That's I
I
hate
mentioned
how real
though,
that thing is, man.
I mentioned the whole thing about the alien taking on dog attributes. Did you know they actually had an idea that they
You're not gonna
tried?
tell this dog to sit.
Oh no, they actually put an alien costume on a dog, and they were
What?
going to use that. Yes, they took a dog and put the alien costume on it, and when they saw the dog running around the costume, they saw how ridiculous the shit looked, and they just scrapped it. And I'm like, and I'm just sitting back like, I could have told you it was ridiculous. Like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen?
Okay, Chris, you're
Yeah.
a dog person. You're a dog person.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not a
Person-
cat.
you're a dog
because
person,
cats,
person,
man, are.
So I got a question for you in this, Chris. I personally think I feel bad for that mastiff. What dog do you think it is? I think it was a mastiff.
I think it was a Great Dane.
I feel
Well,
bad.
like I said, you know what that.
I
But you
feel
know what?
bad
I'll
for
say
that
this though.
dog.
Thank
Because they
goodness
look
it
at that
wasn't
like,
a cat though.
look, because you gotta
Cat
think about it.
alien.
Dude, cats only are as big as like I'm trying to think of a
You can't make
size.
it
Yeah,
big. You
but
can't
you
get it that
imagine a
big.
cat alien though. It would still be like quick, fast, and it would probably
CGI.
Most you
all
can
the
get for a
color.
cat, the most you can get for a cat alien, Chris, would probably be an ocelot.
Yeah, that's
And I
about
had
it.
Yes.
and I hate to be like I hate to be that person.
But the issue is
Like
that
like
alien would
every
probably be sleeping for 16 hours a day.
It's
So
just
and the
sitting in the
problem about
corner.
that is this: any big cat that like any cat that you think is going to be good enough for it ain't going to be good unless it's like if it ain't domestic. Don't you dare touch a bobcat or an ocelot. Don't you? Not a lynx. None of that. Well, what is your problem? What is your problem? You
but
can't.
you know what?
No.
There's gonna be some white folk. I know there's gonna be some white folk now say, "Oh, that bobcat looked cute as a kitten, and it
Could
grows
you
up and
imagine that?
everything."
Could you imagine that Charles S. Dutton over there reading
Good book.
the Vanity Fair as he's sitting there, Sigourney Weaver walking there with an ocelot. What the hell?
But guys, this movie is a first. This is the first time we actually see an alien eating somebody.
Yeah.
I got a question. Do the
That's very
aliens
true.
eat us?
We just assume
mean,
we just assume up to this point
technically-
we just assumed up to this point that they killed them and then just dipped.
Nah, no, we've always assumed that when it came to aliens, that if they don't stab us with the tail, if they don't give us the freaking Sadler treatment from Resident Evil,
The
if we
Sadler treatment.
if we don't get that treatment, they usually capture us, put us in these freaking cocoons for us to die painfully slow later.
Or if you're shooting a gun, they're like, fuck this, kill them.
Yeah, if you're shooting a gun, it'll defend itself by just, eviscerating you.
I mean, so it's like to see an alien actually eat people. It's like, oh, well, shit. Never
Yeah,
mind.
it's a violent creature.
Very
And
violent.
yeah,
Well, I
that's
mean,
what it is. And
it's
that's
just-
what
I mean, it's just I think top to bottom, it's like there were ideas that were here that they clearly worked into Alien Resurrection, but it's just the overall product of how it all came together, especially towards the end. It didn't quite hit.
Exactly. It did
Like it should.
What you end up getting is a movie that was just scattered. And despite it having its fans, who are just fans of of the franchise itself, it really didn't. It's a bleh, no.
It's not Fincher's fault because, like I
It's-
said, at the
yeah.
end of the day, it's studio. This is textbook example of studio interference. When we talk about
Yeah.
studio interference, this was a studio that was like they were trying to hedge their bet because think about it, your budget was 45, then it shot up to 665. So already it's like fuck, how are we going to get there? And like you said, they didn't even make their money back. They only made 55, so you were 10 million short ultimately.
I think Fox was really desperate to try to get a Alien movie out because you remember a couple years later they will finally get Independence Day. So I think they were really seriously trying to get whatever because they took a risk on this one, man.
they tried to do something
you-
interesting and it looked
Yeah.
like it was definitive, but overall it wasn't. And personally, I'm gonna say this. Instead of using Ripley or anyone, why not just do a different cast? Have like Ripley's story end after Alien 2.
That's
They
even
all
more-
escape and just move on.
And that's why I say this is where you can blame the studio and blame Sigourney Weaver. And I'm not saying blame her because she was the one all behind it, but she had her name all over this motherfucker as a motherfucking star, meaning that, they see you as value. They saw the second that they brought her in for the second one, the producers said they saw her as a lead for this franchise.
Mhm.
So they were going to do everything in their power to bring her in this one. And here's the real funny thing. There was more of a pushback on this than it was for the fourth one. And I have zero idea why she came back.
I
for the
think
fourth
I think
one.
that
have
was
zero
'cause
idea.
I think to your point, Duke, though, I think with Resurrection, if you take Ripley out the equation, you did have a new cast of people. There was no Bishop, nobody from the previous one. So now you have Ron Perlman and Winona Ryder as your lead people alongside the other people. So it's like, okay, there's your new people, but it felt like the studio was like, well, we really need Ripley. Why?
It really felt like they were still doing the same. Well, this one they was doing a little bit. You know what happened? The next movie, and you could really tell just by the production of it, it turned into a horror movie, and not a horror movie like with
Suspense
real
horror.
suspense. No, this turned
Goofy
into
horror.
every '90s horror. at the time. It turned it not a horror. I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. It turns into a slasher movie. It just turns into a slasher movie. How's that person going to die? How's the big bad monster
It's
going
a
to
wacky slasher movie.
Yeah, and I don't think it's wacky. There is comedy. There's a bunch of comedy moments in it, but I still don't think it's technically
Like 3,
Like, might be actually.
like I never hated Alien 3. It was one of those things where it's like, and not like I said, also finding out that Michael Biehn wasn't asked. And the funny thing is, you were right, D. He didn't mind getting killed. His issue was like, if you're gonna kill me, I don't give a shit. But like, can we give him some dignity at least? Like, fuck, man. Like, really? That's how you kill him?
Like,
Yeah, and Newt and everything. And like I said, it should have been a new cast. It should have been, if you want to make it a franchise, make it a franchise.
But they needed a face. They needed a face. If you think about it, that was the 90s where your name is what made people go see the movie. Nowadays, if you have a franchise, people are watching for the franchise, not really for the actor. Give or take, unless you're the Rock, Kevin Hart, and who else? I'm trying to think of somebody else.
I call bull crap on that because I see the Fast movies. Y'all keep coming out for that shit.
Oh yeah, Vin Diesel. It's the cast. It's Vin Diesel.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not an unproven thing. It's just that, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. And I think what everybody wants. I think what people want is, yeah, give me something different and give me something good. And when you do something different and it doesn't give you the same pop, they're going to give you the same thing. Say what you will about the Friday series. At least all 3 of them were different from each other.
Consistent.
All 3 of them decided to do something different.
I got a question for you.
That's all I can say.
Would y'all get I was always, because
wasn't necessarily good, but
I didn't say it was great.
There's consistency because
that being said, I'm a boy Damon, all Tupac, and beatbox your ass was the best parts of that movie.
Now I will say this: I have the Rocky. I have the Rocky franchise on Blu-ray. I have the Batman, the Tim Burton, Schumacher era Batmans on the Blu-ray and stuff. I was always debating on whether to get the Alien quadrilogy because I heard very mixed feelings about what you get.
It's a big one, and it's just like there's like all the special editions too. So. I
might get it, but
also sorry about that, guys. I had to step away for a minute. We talked about I missed the part where you guys where we mentioned the ending where there are 2.
The Crow.
Yeah, we did.
The Crow and also
the 2. Yeah, you got the 2 endings. We got the crucifix and the alien bursting out of the chest. Like, the alien bursting out of the chest. The alien bursting out of the chest to me, which makes me laugh. I look at it and go, oh, it was Ripley all along.
And I don't want
to go somewhere a Wayland Yutani shareholder is grasping his heart after seeing Ripley.
And I don't want to miss a thing.
All the money is gone.
We could have learned so much from it.
It
would have stopped the Walmart buyout.
Which is hilarious. I'm like, bro, you mean to tell me after all these years, the one thing that still survived 200 years after Ripley dies is Walmart.
I believe.
Like I said, Garris, when I did, do we really think Reebok will be existing? No. So that's why I had to ask the question. Now, of all the big ones, who you think still be around? I hate to agree. I think it would be Walmart.
I mean, it's like
I don't know how Walmart outlasts Amazon, but it did. It did.
No, D. Hold on. I got the double whammy for you. Check this out. Walmart survives and buys out Wayland Yutani, right?
Yeah.
Walmart, a subsidiary of the Target company.
I really thought you was going to say a subsidiary of the People's Republic of China. I thought you was going to say like that. No, Chris, because if you did, here's me. Wow.
Yeah, let's bring in that anti-China stuff, baby. But they can't do that now. It'd be like, okay, let's say he's evil Russia. Russia took over everything.
Like, where did I say? When I said China took over, here's due. Hey, bruh, 2000, look, 2155 was wild as fuck, bruh. You should.
Hey, you know what? This is why somebody brought up
2055 TikTok was off the fucking.
somebody brought up the issue of like, how is it that vampires are every vampire thing? They're always rich. And I'm like, first off, and they put up the Denzel thing. It's like, yeah, I'm from the streets, man. I'm leaving with something. I'm leaving with something. Think about it. You're a vampire shareholder of Wayne Utani. He's like, how are you still rich, man? All of us are broke. I'm leaving with something.
Hey, D, hold on. Since you mentioned China, like China and the hostile takeovers and all that shit, where they just took over everything. Check this out, right? Check this out. See, this is how it happened in 2155, right? Over at Carson International Airport, we're gonna you're just gonna see. Sorry, you're not gonna see anything. You're just gonna hear. Remember, no Mandarin. And that's how it happens.
That's how it happens.
That's how it happens.
So here's
here's
no
all Mandarin.
Here's all of us. Now, here's all of us and black people. This is what I was gonna say. What happened to us? Like, so what about the black people? Oh, see, y'all didn't know about that in 2020. See, what happened was when LeBron James, Beyonce, Rihanna, and Neil deGrasse Tyson all came together and made the foundation for Negroes to come back to Africa. There was actually a booming. It was actually a booming thing. Yeah, it was war for a little bit. Here's us, war. What, you thought the niggas there wanted us there? Nah, nah. 20 years after it was cool.
I mean,
it was an adjustment period.
It was an adjustment period. So here's me. Wait a minute. You said LeBron James? Yes, the LeBron Foundation. Whoa.
LeBron has a foundation.
He has a foundation. You're like, yeah, and
three, in fact.
Yeah, 3, and a space colony. There's a space colony.
It's a space colony.
Yeah. Full of niggas is what you're trying to tell me. You're like, yeah, millions upon millions. Here's me. We got the best music and the best sports teams. Yes, we do. I knew it.
Hey, D, no, make it even better. LeBron has a space colony. It's called the GOAT.
The GOAT. God, look.
No. How much you would have bet?
And Space Jam 2 runs on a loop on that.
No, how much you would have bet? And how much you would have bet? It's called the GOAT. And it pisses off Jordan every time he sees it.
No. When you said that,
because he didn't think of it first.
Actually, here's the thing, though, Harris. When you said that, all I see is this: there's some edgy kid. There's some edgy kid out there. Dirk Nowitzki stopped him from getting the championship, though.
I was saying, no,
and then LeBron like, okay, look, and then put him right his ass out the airlock.
And much like the Confederates, dog. Let it go. I'm gonna need you to
just let it go.
No, what dance is my heritage to always bring up that LeBron wasn't a GOAT.
All I'm saying is this: what gets me about this is this.
Stopped them.
I think the thing about the Alien franchise
stopped them.
I think the Alien franchise, to kind of spring off what 3 Resurrection, like I said, after everything is said and done, I think if you really want to rejuvenate the franchise, give it to Roland Emmerich and then just let him run wild with the shit.
God, for the love of God, Chris.
I don't like I don't want his German penis anywhere close to my.
Well, sir, you didn't like the trailer for Moonfall where the moon is crashing, or is it the moon?
Hey, Chris.
It could be something else.
Chris.
See, dude gets it.
Chris, listen to me. Listen to me. You know D is a bad movie enthusiast, and yes,
we saw Geostorm.
Hold on, Chris. You know I'm a bad movie enthusiast, and what you just did was the equivalent of my wife gobbling both of my nuts. I'm sorry. The moon is doing what?
The moon is crashing into Earth, but is it the actual moon? Dun, dun, dun.
It's just an oversized. We come to find out it's an oversized rock.
Wait.
Meanwhile, the real moon is on the other side, chilling like
stars.
Like, bro, I was never falling.
Who's in this movie?
Stars.
It's a clone moon.
Stars 1. Halle Berry, Patrick Wilson, Kelly Yu. I'm just saying. Oh, and
wait,
John. We need a Brit. John Bradley.
No, Chris. No, see, I'm in if you say yes. Is Robert Patrick in this?
No, he's not. We got Donald
Damn
Sutherland.
it.
We got Donald Sutherland though.
No, so,
Why
all
did
right.
Donald Sutherland say- You know, here's Donald Sutherland. The moon is coming down.
D, if you've seen the trailer, you're close. You're close.
Donald Sutherland, are they still pumping that motherfucker with cartilage so he can stand up? What the hell's going on?
And also,
I thought he died.
and also because Emmerich loves to do this. Michael Pena's in it because I'm like, yo, Michael Pena, why are you here? Oh, that's right, you collecting a check.
Hey man, they need to spell you in here, man. So I'm here, bro.
Oh, is Noel G in this?
No, he's not,
All right,
unfortunately.
He
I got a
needs to be
question.
in it.
Hold on. Is my boy in there? God, a boy, the fat dude. I was in the movie. Oliver Platt. Is he in this
Nah,
movie?
he's not in it.
Oh, come on, man. Platitude ain't doing nothing. Yeah, I call him Platitude. Platitude ain't doing nothing.
Oh, I saw Halle Berry, Patrick Wilson, and John Bradley in the ship going to the moon, and the tagline was like, "There's something else, and it might not be the moon." And I'm like,
So
I swear
got
to
a
God,
question.
if it's aliens that transform the moon into something, I'm gonna be like,
I
of
hope
course, of course.
I hope it is just like a regular rock, but they find out that the rock was thrown by Earth.
I mean, that's
The
about
rock
as
was thrown by Earth thousands of years ago.
Look, all of a sudden, you gotta put a gun up to that one weasel that works in the Pentagon. All right. Back in 1969, Lyndon Johnson formed a program to make sure that
Now, here's the thing. You know what's crazy too? We talked about this and stuff. So anytime they said Lance Henderson down there, I like how they did a good job of showing that even though Bishop is modeled after him, clearly it's a 180 from what Bishop's creator truly is, because that dude's a fucking dick. He gets there and he's like, "Yeah, I'm actually a corporate scumbag, and we actually want that alien. We don't care if you're alive, so it's all good. It's all good."
Brian, lens flares everywhere.
Think
Oh,
Charlie's
gosh.
Angels music video esque.
Think of a J.J. Abrams movie, except JJ does this. All right,
Dumber
that
dialogue.
No. Here's JJ. Okay. That one lens flare right there will blind them.
To
You can
be
keep the
fair,
rest in.
to be
See, that's
fair,
what he does.
He didn't have much. He didn't have no lens flare in Salvation.
Thank God
He really didn't.
He did. He had what I like to call Mortal Kombat injustice sound effects help him out. You know, like
somebody clearly
really
told him,
cool sound effects.
Like somebody clearly told him, is like, we can't make a stylized Terminator. We have to actually make people believe this is an actually dirty ass future. And I'm like, all right, that's fair.
And excuse me, why? And then that excuse me. I'm like, well, if it's a dirty future, how the woman still got that mascara up and it looked still like okay, there's still like tens or whatever.
Hey, I will quote the best part of that podcast that all four of us did. Who knew that with Nickelodeon shenanigans and Lupin the Third driving, you would actually outrun Terminators?
Mm-hmm.
Who knew?
And who? No. D, even better. Who knew? With
Home Alone technology. That's
I was gonna say Home Alone technology and Acme Corporation goods on your side. You could trip up a Terminator bike and reprogram it.
I'm like, yo, who knew driving like Lupin, ducking Zenigata?
Bishop's creator rolls up in there and sees Ripley dive into the lava, and he's like, "Oh, she's just a little burnt. It's still good. It's good. It's done. It's done. She's dead. She's dead." Man, I swear to God, if they show Ripley giving the fucking thumbs up, I'm like, all right, movie, fuck. Now I gotta go from a 5
At least
to an 8.
She didn't do the. Now I don't remember a finger. She didn't throw up a finger.
No, she didn't.
She
sat. No. She was writhing in agony as an alien literally burst from her freaking chest.
Freaking third-degree burns to death.
Third-degree burns and an alien coming out of your chest. I don't know. That's probably got to be the most painful death that you can ever
Smeagol take. It's like Smeagol in Lord of the Rings when he gets the ring finally. But I'm like, nigga, you're in lava. You're dead. What are you doing here?
I think that's what made that
ring can't help you, dog.
I gotta be real.
Yeah, well,
that made that part so much better for me. I'm like, oh God, he gonna get the ring. No. Like, yo, where did Smeagol come from?
Off the top rope.
the backflip.
Yo, he did a fucking
Literally
acting
pulled,
like
no. Schmiegel pulled the Batista off the top rope.
Yo,
A
did
top
you ever
rope
see-
nothing, but works this time.
Hey,
But
motherfucker.
Alien 3, we get right back to the movie. Alien 3, a complete mess,
It's a mess.
and honestly, it doesn't deserve to be a part. Like it should, the Alien franchise should end at Alien 2, and this is where the downfall hit.
I mean, that's
Hey,
Hollywood.
I said this to
That's Hollywood.
everybody.
In a
I
nutshell.
actually-
Honestly, there was only two things that really comes from from this movie that made it quote unquote memorable and iconic and shit. Is the up close shot of Ripley being terrified out of her mind and the xenomorph like all up in her shit, like all of this shit right here, just having the alien up in her face. That's the most iconic shot ever. And then the other one, of course, is her death.
Like Predator, like the Predator franchise has benefited of kind of because they play fast and loose to the timeline. It comes off more of an anthology series and the actual like this sequel is a sequel to this movie because it takes place. It comes across more anthology. Do you think Alien should have just went that way?
They should have.
They should have. I think they had the idea
that they didn't want to.
No, they had the idea. They had the idea of doing it with the first two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The execution was there for the first two.
And they should have just stuck with it at. And I tell this to everybody. I just say straight up. Ripley died on that ship. Yeah. I think everybody died on that ship. Personally,
because Alien 3 could have worked if it was just
it's just so stupid how she survived it and everybody else did. I get,
she's the only one who got
God loves you. I get that crap.
No, D. She was ejected out of out of her freaking stasis pod.
Ejectocito right out of her.
She got ejectocito out of her space pod and made it to shore. She literally swam to the beach and she's trying to figure out where the hell she is. How did she get there? What happened to her friends?
I just feel like it's like
AKA what happened to what happened to the only two things that were going to make this the best movie ever?
I feel that it really does fall like on that Jim Carrey line of like you're alive, Ripley. Dark Eye, the popular one. Like she just goes through all this bull crap, yeah. And I know that I'm pretty sure Sigourney Weaver was like, yo, really, really make it like show a strong female on camera on that. I bet she get it. I'm like, yo, Ripley pretty much get power drive since the first movie. Can we just like stop?
I mean, I personally love seeing how badass and awesome Ripley was in the first two movies, especially real talk. And Chris D, like, dude, you all will agree with me. Her peak was her taking out the freaking egg farm with the queen.
Yeah,
her going full ape shit and just lighting everything up. And and the Salt Bay moment, the freaking ring of grenades.
I will say
just
that
tossed it.
She had moments in this movie, but you can tell it didn't command the same type of.
It was a lot of.
It'll never top the third act from Aliens.
Because the thing of it is, it was just a lot of her going into. It was like she was split in the middle between being helpless but not really helpless. Her like doing this thing of like, okay, I know I'm safe because I have something in me that the alien can kill me. So I have like Duke said, plot armor basically. So like. All right, I'm helping everybody, but also I can't really be the strong and powerful woman that you saw at the end of Aliens, where I'm like, stay away from her, you bitch. I can't do that shit anymore.
Can't do that. Can't do that. And this one, she's at a disadvantage. She's on a planet full of men, but still,
the most worthless of men, except for Charles Dutton and Brother Pipe. That's about it.
Brother Pipe. I call him Deacon Pipe.
I was just about to say that. I was just gonna say that Deacon Pipe.
Yeah. Charles Dutton and Deacon Pipe were the only people that had like +9 to dexterity.
Hey, I got a question. So who has the Cadillac? Brother Rock or Deacon Pipe? I think Deacon Pipe has the Buick though.
I think he got to be with
Brother
that.
Rock has.
First of all,
Cadillac,
Brother Rock.
definitely.
No. Brother Rock has the Bentley. Y'all put some respect on his name.
Bentley. I was gonna say Jaguar because you know how them old Negroes are.
Nope,
You know?
he's got a Bentley.
John Cherry drove the
he's got-
Jaguar, so you're right.
He's got the Bentley, man.
I'm gonna get me a Jaguar. That's what the rich white folk got.
But y'all forget he's new age. He's the new age Brother Rock. Okay, new age Brother Rock. He got the Bentley.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel in the future that the
He brought Martin Lawrence home. Okay,
I feel the new age of pastors nowadays and stuff. They're not going to even get Bentleys. They're just going to have like the updated Chargers driving to the church.
That's the whole point of why I said that this one has a Bentley because he has to be different.
Yeah, hey, did y'all see this movie in theaters? Because I did.
Nope, sure did.
I did.
I've never seen any of the Alien movies in theaters.
I seen Aliens. I saw Aliens. My aunt took me to see Aliens in theaters, but like, because but I saw this in Aliens, but I never saw Resurrection in theater. I never saw.
Oh, I saw Resurrection multiple times.
Did you pay
cable.
money or did somebody else pay money? For it?
Cable. Oh,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
HBO.
Yeah, Resurrection. I saw that on
technically,
cable too.
my parents paid the cable, so
Exactly.
Yeah.
They didn't pay for it. The suckers. They're the suckers. They bought HBO at that time. They part of the cable
Man, hey, look, it was on your cable bill.
Cable package. Hey, you remember when you were rich when you had HBO? I remember.
If you had it was one thing to have HBO. I think HBO was like the hierarchy. HBO was like the high point of being rich with cable.
Actually, no. The high point was actually, hey, who bought the boxing match? Oh shit, he got money. Go over there.
No, that's anyone. No, first of all, that's anyone who bought that's anyone who bought pay-per-views. I'm not counting pay-per-views. I'm talking about premium channels. First of all, you thought you were the shit if you had HBO. Then you had the other person who thought, oh shit, this like dude over here's got Showtime. And then you get
for the boxing too. Yeah.
And hold on, and then you get this guy over here who has to be different and has to be the cool guy to get Cinemax.
Hey, you know how stupid you know how much of a goofball I sounded like and really you know how you're kids are assholes. They sit there and call you all like you're rich. We had just got satellite in our house at home. We had Boomerang. We had all the channels. I rode right into school and be like, guys, we got this channel called Boomerang.
Was like you rich all the time. I was so jealous of Boomerang. Like I was really gonna watch those 2 episodes of the Jetsons.
I rolled into school and I told kids about Boomerang. They looked at me like I had lobsters crawling on my ears. Like Boomerang, what's that?
Man,
it's a cable channel.
Like it's a cable. No, Chris. That's when you be the asshole and say, "Oh, that's the real Cartoon Network."
Oh, that's the one that actually has Hanna-Barbera on it. All the rest of you dirty ruffians are still watching
shows
dogs on TBS.
It actually shows the Jetsons, Flintstones, and Jabberjaw.
And for all of us sophisticated individuals, we have the real late night black and white.
And for D personally, all of you can sit down. All of you don't know the majesty of the perils of Penelope Pitstop.
Here's the sick part. I remember when Aliens
that bitch get kidnapped one more goddamn time.
I remember when Aliens 3 premiered on HBO. And like I said, I think I mentioned this before. HBO was always good for like the movie would premiere at 8:00 on Saturday, right? 7:30, they will always have the behind the scenes production of Aliens 3 where they have the cast interviewing. And to go to Dee's point about all these British folks, here you got Sigourney Weaver, David Fincher talking, right? Then all these other guys, I'm like, are you part of the production crew or are you the actor? I can't tell.
Like all more bald-headed, sweating, wearing
you have to understand.
Sacks.
It's like you have to understand. Fincher had a very good creative vision for Alien.
But
3,
I like
creature design.
I like what the director Fincher did. It was just marvelous. You have a tattoo on your face, and this is 1993, so you look dangerous. Like you can't talk like that.
I just remember snippets of it and stuff, and I kind of wish that we got that nowadays. I understand, nowadays when a movie hits cable, nobody gives a shit because we got streaming and we got Netflix and we got all
Don't
that
forget
stuff.
assholes like us.
Yeah, so it's like, and like I said, I understand Disney does that for some of their stuff, but it's like, well, I already got the DVD. Why the fuck I want to watch it on Disney Plus? It's like, No, but like I remember
All
when
the
that was
DVD is scratched up, like my stuff is.
yeah. So it's
sometimes,
like
so.
I kind of wish that I kind of wish for that era when a movie premiere is like, oh shit, let me see the behind the scenes before the movie starts. It's like you don't get that anymore. That was kind of special.
No, you don't.
I'm a
Yeah.
sucker. I'm a sucker
It
for
happens.
special editions and behind the scenes.
I know
and
what you
stuff.
mean, though, bro. I know. What
Yeah, I
you mean.
remember that stuff. Nowadays, it's just basically you get the film and you
Please stay
hope.
ahead.
Like
You
Alien
hope
3 is a piece of
stuff
shit,
is-
but it's like the behind the scenes made you excited at that time. Like you didn't know what to expect. And then you saw the movie,
Exactly.
it was like, huh.
It's a
That's the thing. It's
Yeah,
like
it
watching
is.
it's like watching behind the scenes for Batman and Robin, but the difference was when you watch Bone Thugs and Harmony looked into my eyes, you already knew that movie was gonna be fucking horrible. So it's like, here we go, I guess.
Oh
Sure.
yeah. That's what it is. Oh man, but
Which
yeah.
did the Alien franchise? We never talked about it. Did it have like any soundtracks other than like the music?
No,
that
that was
the
it.
musical
No,
musical scores have been released on vinyl like years after the movie came out and probably months after the movie had came out. So outside of like musical scores, no, I don't think there's ever been like a soundtrack. Like I don't think
there's
we're
no
gonna.
like
I don't, like I don't think we're
Steel.
gonna. I don't think we're gonna get Atlantic Records or Priority Records releasing the Alien soundtrack, and we got Nas and Ice T and Ice Cube on a
Alien
fucking
3
song.
soundtracks
you know?
featuring the main song from Celine Dion.
It's like I don't think we're gonna
We
get.
got aliens.
We're not gonna
and
get
all
the.
other stuff.
We're not gonna get the. Like we're not gonna get
We
the.
got aliens.
like, we're not gonna
and
get
this used to be
the-
a doll.
Like listen, we're not gonna get the freaking remix of Aliens, like Aliens of Space, by Snow. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
Now informer.
Aliens out in space. They chop your head off now. They all
We're not gonna get-
down.
I can't
We're not
listen
gonna
to
get.
that.
No, we're not gonna get. Oh God, what is it? No, we're not gonna get the song titled "The Blackness of Space" featuring Ice-T, Ice Cube, and Edie Kazumu.
You're putting up too much people. This is going to be one regular person. This is going to be KRS being way too deep. You see the blackness of space. It's just like the black man of waste.
Featuring a skit by Charles S. Dutton.
Charles
Yeah,
Dutton,
a skit by
y'all
Charles S.
motherfuckers
Dutton.
ain't ready for the soundtrack.
Are you ready for a revolution? The revolution cannot be televised. It's like, all right, Charles, you're getting a little too militant here.
It's just
No,
Aliens
we're not
3,
gonna
bro.
get. We're not gonna get.
Aliens
First of all, we're not gonna get Jones's theme by Skilo.
Look. I'm sorry. Y'all mentioned Snow. I'm sorry. Shabba Hanks kind of fucked up me even wanting to listen to fucking Snow, so I can't. No,
Yeah,
sorry.
Shabba
Yeah.
Ranks.
Nah. Just and for those that be like, who's Shabba Hanks? I think you could take a good guess on who he is.
Yeah. Well, that dude's
think
not
you
on
know who
that
he
person is not on the Alien soundtracks, not any of them. But I know at least one song is, but we'll get to that when we hit the Alien Covenant.
So that in mind, that is Alien 3, folks, and we'll be back
Yeah.
for Alien Resurrection.
Oh, we're gonna have a lot more fun with Alien 4.
Alien Resurrection.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
All I can say is this. All I'll say is this. Chucky doing this is the highlight for D. That is just the highlight for me.
And somebody's like, Chucky's in this? Yes, he is.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
Brad
is.
Dorff. Brad Dorff
Yeah.
himself is in the movie, and
Also,
you cannot unhear Chucky, no matter how much he's trying to act in his
Yeah.
scenes.
They told him to
also,
they told him to go to 6, and he's like, you know what? I'm down that bitch up to 10.
and because D, yes, I said this before early and I say it now. I still have a thing for Winona Ryder. I have to agree with my man. She is very fuckable, ain't she? Here's me. Yes, she
Yes.
is.
Yes, she
I
is.
know quite a few. You say, D, she built like a stick? No. Sticks have girth. The point is this.
Maybe Edward Scissorhands
Yo.
era.
No. Winona was never thick. She was never.
She's
never,
no, sir. She's a 90s white girl thick. Not today's white girl thick.
Ew. That means she really has no.
Yep.
Girls in the 90s, white women in the 90s were allergic to butts. They just were.
Well, except,
And then in
to be fair,
2002,
except
I think
for
it changed.
except for Senator
Blossom
Bush-
had a no. Blossom had a thumper.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
I know she did.
No, sir. That would be 6, not Blossom.
Was it 6?
Yes, 6.
Six? No. Okay, Six had a big white girl butt for the 90s. She really
Till
did.
she got to the
But-
Parkers and she really
Got to the Parkers, and then all of a sudden, oh, these are Negro asses. Okay,
I'm one of you.
this is what collard greens make. I didn't know that.
Also, this is gonna blow everybody's mind. The girl that plays Six that was in the Parkers, she was in King magazine. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Yeah, she was.
Yup.
That was a game changer.
AD. As soon as she gets to the Parker, she goes, so this is what monkey bread tastes like.
Oh my God, for real, girl. What you trying to say? What you no, I didn't. Wait a minute. No. You know it's a delicate stop.
It's not like she went in there like Frieza. Hello, monkeys.
Nope, that is not. First of all, gentlemen, she was offered a piece of monkey bread, and she just said, "So this is what it tastes like."
And Monique sitting in the corner like,
and suddenly she gained an extra. Inch of ass.
Like, oh man, you don't know nothing about the
The full circumference.
Like, so you don't know none of these foods? No, you don't. I only had one piece of black food. What was that? Jollof rice? I'm sorry, what?
What? Jollof,
I'm sorry,
Jollof
what?
rice? Who made it?
What somebody
Oh,
back-
I was actually
no. It's always the nigga that's Ghananese that never been back to Ghana, but your parents was from there, but you want to keep on putting it out there. That one family that's all the way in the back, like, you ain't been to Ghana. Nigga, you ain't either.
Well, we found out she had it on the set of Fresh Prince because, she wanted to go into the set of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and got some of the food from craft services over there. So that's what happened.
And you probably like, why would they have their craft services? Look. Put respect on Mr. James Avery. He was a fat ass, but he was a fat ass that knew what food was.
Exactly.
Hey D, you say you respect jollof rice? Yes, I do, man. You like oxtail?
It's all right. It's all right.
Depends on who's
It's
cooking.
better.
Yeah, it really is.
Seriously. Who made it?
Really
They're like my
depends on who's
mom.
cooking.
He's like this. My mom. I don't know your mom.
I will say this though. If we're gonna talk about Jamaicans before we leak,
I'm like, who your mama?
Before we clock out.
No.
Real talk.
No. I just gotta know who your mama.
Like real talk for D, oxtails and neck bones. I eat it, but I'm not running to neither. You don't like neck bones, D? No.
I will say this though,
I
will say this though. Jamaicans look on disapprovingly if you eat them frozen beef patties. They look at you like you fucking shot their mama in the face or something. Like,
here's the thing, I don't like beef patties, but you will never see me walking out of 7-Eleven with one.
oh no, hell no.
Especially in Alexandria.
They will murder you. They will
walk
shoot
outside.
you.
There's a bad shit outside. You walk outside, you do on a bumper clot, man. Like,
Like, yo, they will murder you. Shit, you might get jumped just for having a fucking beef patty in your hand from 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Just a mad look, just a random Kingston nigga just forms up behind you. Get the shit out, man.
Take your ass over to
Go around the corner.
Eisenhower Avenue.
Go around the corner. My mom went there. Go around the corner. Yeah, you'll see it. It's got to be. Get the shit out of here. Get a real beef patty.
Like, nigga, who are you? They call me Bushmaster.
Which is ironic because we get a light-skinned Jamaican in Alien Resurrection. Good night, folks.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Gary Dorton is a regular PCP user. Do not.
Man, we done.
We're done.
Done.
We're
That's
done.
it. We're saving it